Hello, my name is Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April, '07. Hi guys, welcome back to my latest vlog. Just a quick update of how I am. I'm pretty good. Went to a really good GA meeting last night in my hometown, Derby. I was quite knackered and I'm not fed up, but just a bit drained and a bit tired. And then within the space of 20 minutes, felt great listening to shares, listening to people's stories, their lives, and just gave me a buzz and it got me going again. Never underestimate the power of a Gamblers Anonymous room. It can really lift you up. Because I wasn't in great form, but I'm all right now. I'm really good. Been on my travels last week or two. Been into London last week. Went to in the UK. There's a big Gamble Aware conference. Um, Listening to lots of different people, lots of academic people, um, listening to other people's stories similar to mine, and just trying to learn a lot, really, and just trying to I really was taken aback by the amount of different levels of gambling there is now. I mean, I've only just really learned about skins gambling and loot boxes and things like that. I haven't got the best of knowledge of them, guys, but something that concerns me quite a lot, and I will endeavour to research and read about it and try and learn about them a bit more. But it is a bit harem scarum, and it's not, especially. I mean, today we had like Gambling Commission in the UK had figures out today regarding youth gambling, and it's startling that they could have like 25,000 kids under the age of 18 who are addicted to gambling. Um, as ever, you know what I'm like. I'm a great advocate for education, and drove this point home before that we teach about the dangers of drugs, about the dangers of alcohol, about the dangers of smoking, about the dangers of unprotected sex and STIs in schools. I do believe you need to talk about gambling, really do, because people are going into it without realising what damage it can cause. As I've said, millions of people gamble responsibly, but are people really educated with it? Just at all? And I think those figures, 25,000 kids under the age of 18 in the UK could be addicted to gambling. I think it drives home the point that education is necessary in schools, that they do need to be taught the dangers, and instead of like just going at it. I mean, it is crazy and it's absurd, really. I don't think it helps either, like the amount of adverts they see as well during the daytime or during the weekend or during live events. So I do think after the watershed, which is 9 p.m. or even 10 p.m. even, that adverts shouldn't be allowed until then. And also during live sports events. Obviously, horse racing is different. Horse racing is part of that kind of industry, so and it has been all my life from what I can remember, and probably everybody else who's a gambler who knows about it. Um, but yeah, I think it's quite startling, a quite dangerous kind of thing. So I do fully believe education is will be a massive difference, and hopefully that can drive that figure down. Because it's not acceptable in this day and age, and kids shouldn't really be gambling at all. Um, all in all, I'm feeling really good, feeling really positive now. I'm glad I got to my GA meeting because I did this last week regarding it, just due to the conference and stuff like that. But yeah, also I just want to talk about a bit more about the addiction, really, and I hear a lot of stories. I mean, I heard a lot of stories at the Gamble Aware conference, and one big issue was shame. Um, it wasn't the fact not knowing to get help; it's the shame in asking for help or telling somebody who's close to you that you think you're struggling. Let me tell you now, there's absolutely no shame in admitting you've got a problem with gambling. Absolutely none. The best thing you can do is go and search for that help. There is plenty of places to go and get help. I mean, it's, for me personally, it was Gamblers Anonymous, and I'll always vouch for that. It saved my life. It saved everything for me, and it taught me to learn to take responsibility of my actions. It's also taught me to be a better person, taught me to listen more, taught me to learn more, just made me feel a better person in myself and hopefully for my family and friends. Because I was difficult, I was angry, I was blinkered, I was in a bubble, complete bubble. And I suffered that shame as well. But there is no shame in admitting you've got a problem. Talk to somebody. There is a lots of help out there. Talk to me. Get online, get on Twitter, get on Facebook. There's many groups out there. There's many people out there who you can follow and talk to regarding gambling addiction, anonymously if you like, and confidential. I mean, obviously, I always offer the chance for you to speak to me. Feel free to message me anytime. It will be all confidential. I'll never say a word to anybody, and I'm another ear basically. I'm another part of your support group if you ever needed it. Another part of your support network. The best thing you can do is make sure you get control of yourself again. Because believe me, you win your life back by not gambling. You really do. It consumes you. I mean, I talk a hell of a lot about time, money, and opportunity, and time is the biggest killer out of the three in that link, and it's the hardest one to break as well. The money and opportunity, you can take that away, and there is proper physical barriers where you can get that in place. But replacing the time you spent gambling is really difficult, and I totally get how hard it is. And unfortunately, people do slip and do have a bet again when they don't want to. It's all about replacing that time for me personally. Like I say, I did a lot of running, I got myself fit, and tried to enjoy life a lot more. Just trying to keep myself busy. A lot of boredom sets in as well because you're doing something that you love, even though you probably loathe it at the same time. And yeah, it's hard when that addiction grips. It's hard to break free of it. But believe me, I'm over. What I think I put on Twitter the other day. I was 3,280 days free from gambling. Go one day at a time. Just even split your days down to 1 hour, 2 hours at a time to get yourself through it any way you can possible. I mean, I've got a friend of mine who marks off dates on a calendar. Simple things like that, and just don't target yourself into anything. Don't pressurize yourself into anything. Just take things one day at a time, and believe me, the further along you go, the better life becomes. Trust me, it is amazing. But the biggest thing for me is there is no shame. Don't be shy. Admit if you've got a problem. Admit it. And believe me, once you admit it and you know you're powerless over gambling, and you're determined to stop, believe me, there's no better thing than stopping. Your life will get better. I can promise you that. Life gets easier. The debts get less. I know people fear about debts and things like that, but the longer you stay away from gambling, the less debt you'll have. Believe me, the money takes care of itself. It's the trust that you need to rebuild. I think that's one thing we all forget. Out of everything, it's the amount of lies and the amount of cheats, the amount of stealing you did from your wife, husband, or from your friends and family. You learn to start telling the truth, and the truth always wins out. The truth might hurt some people, but better to be a truth. Better to tell the truth than to tell a lie. Because once you tell one lie, you start telling another. You start telling another. You start telling another. You're in that cycle of gambling again. I'm going to go now, so probably won't be one before Christmas now. So I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, and I'll probably get one done just before the new year. My name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Thank you guys.